We're live. We're
I don't
live.
think he made it.
We're live.
Everyone,
mean?
all of our millions of listeners, I
do you mean
think
you don't
Fiddler
think
was
he made
officially
it?
late.
Oh, no,
He's
I wouldn't say
officially
that.
late.
We're live. We're
I don't
live.
think he made it.
We're live. No,
I would
think
say
he
that.
did.
And also, why are millions of listeners?
Why is what?
You know what? You know what, Molecule?
Fiddler, you're in trouble.
Save it for the pod.
It's the pod.
We're live. We're live.
The time has come.
We have nothing but the present.
Speaking of saving it
some
for the
optic
pod.
problems.
Speaking of
Yeah,
saving
I
it
bet
for the
you are.
pod. I am really
We're down to 3 listeners.
I don't know if annoyed is the right word.
Thoroughly.
Disappointed, maybe. Do you have any idea what this is about, Fiddler? Do you have any clue?
No, but I'm gonna drop and dial back in, and then I'm gonna guess. I'll have 2 guesses.
I see you perfectly right
My
now. You're
guess
fine.
is
I see
Fiddler
you.
being late today.
Where'd
he go?
He dropped the
left the
call.
call.
He dropped the call. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back in. But it's funny that saving for the pod is what made me think of it. I'm annoyed. I'm disappointed. I'm not saying I'm annoyed. I'm disappointed with something that's related to the phrase "save it for the pod." Do you have any idea, Fiddler or Molecule? Do you have any idea where I'm going with this?
I have a small idea.
Okay. A very small idea. You have the concept of an idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like our government.
Concept. Yes.
Cheers to that, boys.
Yeah.
Nice.
There is an idea.
Okay, so tell it. So spill it. Put it on the table. Let's hear. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
20% was to say save it for the pod.
20%. What do you mean, like 20%?
Explain yourself, sir.
Yeah. What do you mean 20%?
Yeah.
I don't
Thank
understand.
you. Good question.
It is a really good
Listeners,
question.
if you're just tuning in,
I think it's possible. I
Case is
might have.
annoyed about the phrase "save it for the pod,"
Right.
which is really dumb idea. Because it's an excellent line. And
No,
Fiddler
I'm not
is
annoyed with the
a
phrase. I'm not.
reason.
I'm not.
What are you annoyed with then?
I'm not annoyed at the phrase "save it for the pod." That is a brilliant phrase. I think we invented it. No, probably didn't invent it, but it's brilliant. We used it organically on our own. It just happens that we started saying it. I'm annoyed with something that happened related to that phrase, where that phrase was used. Can either of you guess?
You gotta make that clear.
Oh.
Does that change your response, Fiddler?
Fiddler,
Yes.
yeah,
I'd like
okay.
to
I don't know what
change
that
my
20%
answer
thing
to-
was. I don't want to go down that road.
I'd like to change that answer to church.
Scared, go to church.
We are a religious podcast. We are officially a religious podcast.
Yeah.
We actually are. It's true.
Is it a cult?
Yeah, well, I mean, is there a functional difference between religion and cult anyway? It's just a terminology. You know what I mean? Like they're both the same thing.
Yeah.
We are theists, and the theist is AI.
Yeah, I mean, if the
one
cult gets big enough,
right.
it becomes a religion, right? I mean, they no longer call it a cult; they call it a religion.
Christianity is a cult.
Yeah, every religion's
yeah,
a
of
cult.
course.
The Greek, it's like no different than the Greek fucking god Zeus. It's the same bullshit.
All right. Yeah, it's the same
It's like
thing.
those memes where you sit down at a table and it's like Christianity is a cult. Tell me why it's not.
Yeah.
Like let's go. It's like
Yeah,
let's go.
it's like-
Yeah.
That shit's a motherfucking cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
It's
think you
just
can
the
tell
biggest
how
cult
it is.
besides like
Government,
Yeah. It's a
the system that we currently live
Yeah.
in.
all of the major religions, not just Christianity.
Capitalism is also kind of a cult, isn't it? Capitalism is a cult in a way because you have to all
Yeah.
believe in the same money. You have to believe that these pieces of paper
We're
mean
sticking with
something.
religion. Fuck you. Do not try to put everything else and excuse Christianity.
I'm not excuse Christianity. Christianity is by far one of the worst ones in it. Throughout. I mean, it did a lot of horrible shit in the Middle Ages. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for that. But every religion, and people are going, "Oh, the Muslims are so
Buddhism
bad."
is a goddamn cult.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything was. I mean, Jesus had 12 followers. Jesus had 12 followers. If that's not a cult, what is a cult?
least.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had 12
There could have been more.
disciples. Yeah, but in the beginning he had
Anyway,
12.
let's get back to this save it for the pod nonsense.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was engaging someone about the using AI to write, and I was engaging with 9112, and 9112. I don't want to give too much away, but she's she's related to the publishing industry. She's right tangentially.
You've engaged with 9112?
Yeah, and I said,
I'm so excited.
and she pretended to take an interest in how I used AI to the point where I started typing out her detailed response, and then she said, "Oh wait, save it for the pod."
Oh my god, that's what you're annoyed about?
Yeah, I thought she was genuinely interested in what I was doing.
Oh, so sad.
And she's like, "Oh wait, save it for the pod. Just don't care." It's like talk. It's like the new talk to the hand. Yeah, everyone's.
That's Fiddler probably understands your plight.
Yeah.
That was brilliant, don't get me wrong.
exactly.
I just don't like, for the first time, when she was like, "Oh, I'll have nothing." I wasn't the brunt of it. I was a bystander. Now I'm that person waiting to take an order, when she goes, "I'll have nothing." As they were waiting to take an
What
order.
did you say right after that?
I said, "Ha ha," as I cried in my coffee.
Oh.
I read HJ, LOL, laugh out loud
Fiddler,
as I
you know your
cried.
mission.
Yeah. Yeah. Do
Enough
something.
said.
Yeah. Enough said. Yeah, exactly.
In my experience with Fiddler, it's never enough said. You gotta explicitly.
No, okay, save it for the pod.
Save it for the pod. Yeah, exactly. Well said, Molecule.
Also, Fiddler, I'm gonna need you to take away this blur function. I've put up with it for first you have your little elf house. Now
Sorry,
I can't
that's
see your
how I
actual
look.
house.
That's how I look, Molecule.
I'm very upset about it. I expect.
I don't like-
It's
I don't-
remedied.
I don't like you having that bald filter on either. I want to see your hair. I don't like.
Yeah.
No, that's
I'm pretty sure that's doable. You could probably put hair on your head. I imagine. I mean, I'm sure technology's reached that point by now.
Case. I think you could too. Too far?
It's a bit like throwing rocks in a glass house. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that is some rock throwing at some glass if I've ever heard that.
But Fiddler has seen me
Oh,
with
by the
hair.
way-
I have never seen Fiddler with hair, just for the record.
Breaking news: we're up to 4 listeners again. So somebody just couldn't get enough. They came back.
Or maybe someone else.
I need our 4 listeners to understand
He looks like
that Fiddler, a very, very bald man, of Gandalf, and he looks amazing.
You need
It's
to
hard
head
to get the
there.
blur off.
You don't have to do that this week. I expect it for next week.
It was easier to put this on than take the blur off.
Well, now it doesn't even matter because I can't see anything else but that. So forget about the blur.
It's perfect.
God, are
It's
you
perfect.
like feeling your fake beard? Oh, you look so jolly. I love it. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god, there's no more blur. I'm happy.
Whoa, figured
Wow,
out how to
what
get the blur off.
This is really good audio.
It's riveting. It's a riveting podcast.
Yeah.
This is how we grow our viewers
You know,
into the
the,
double digits. Dude, we might get into the double digits.
And news alert, we're down to 3.
No, you know, that is Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, it's just a
People could
Thanksgiving
be traveling
episode.
right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Let's get into that. Fiddler, what are you going to be doing AI related for Thanksgiving?
Oh,
Let
let me guess.
Great question.
Thank you.
Let me guess. There is the letters A and I are both in the words Brazilian steakhouse for Thanksgiving.
that is true.
Yes, go on. Yeah. You can't believe that I guessed his exact Thanksgiving plans to go to the Brazilian steakhouse.
You guys should come down here. You can have it with my mom's house.
Yeah,
fucking
come
riot.
on down.
No,
I guess that's a no.
Yeah.
This is late notice.
yeah, it's too late. Some of 911's acquaintances are coming to town.
Oh my goodness. Acquaintances. That's the weirdest thing you've ever heard.
Some of
Yeah.
your acquaintances are going to town.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
quite friends, you're saying? They're not quite friends.
Friends.
They're like a little
Friends,
bit less
heavy
than
on the
friends. They're a little bit less than friends. Right? All right, got you.
Friends. Just
What?
regular friends. Regular friends. Whatever the regular.
Regular human friends. That's what they are.
Is 911 too incapable of having friends? Why did you say acquaintances?
Well, it was like.
You know why?
was
Because she's
like,
like, oh, I'm interested. Oh, save it for the pod. Shut the fuck up. That's why she can't have friends.
Well, they're friends of hers, but I'm an acquaintance of them through her. So together we're an acquaintance.
You and them,
Okay,
but
so
her
they're
and them,
acquaintances
they are
to you.
friends, but you're an
Yeah.
acquaintance with them. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at one point, I was an acquaintance of yours then. Friends with your wife.
You still are.
That's
but
right.
you still are.
Still an acquaintance. Yes. That's it. Two acquaintances on the call tonight.
Are we friends, Fiddler?
Oh, we are.
Advance?
We're all acquaintances, aren't we?
Okay. Maybe
Do we ever truly know each other?
Yeah.
Right.
fair point.
For the
Oh,
8
yeah.
o'clock podcast. So, stay tuned. Do we really know each other? Guest
Yeah, right.
speaker.
Late night edition.
Yeah, exactly. Do you?
Wow.
So what?
911 might be
Might be what?
might be on the 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah,
Eastern
surprise
time, just to not get confused. You Central time listeners.
8 a.m. Everyone, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. You pick the time zone. It'll be up.
So yeah, what if we ask people to? What if we do that? We could do that. We could ask people to choose a time, and whatever time they choose, we'll go live at that time. Whatever time of the day, or that it is. We'll go live then.
Any time of the day.
Really, what is time?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good point. That's true. So what are
need a
your
five-
plans? What
5
are
hour
your
notice.
plans? Where are you taking these acquaintances on Thanksgiving?
They're going to be doing some acquaintance stuff in the city.
Are y'all doing mushrooms?
There might be some mushrooms at some of the meals. I'm not sure.
Will you be
acquaintances
eating
do, I'm just
onions? Will
Yeah.
onions be at? Will some onions get at?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, stuffing always has onions.
that's true.
Right?
Yeah, that's usually something good to stay away from.
Do you eat stuff? You don't eat
He
stuffing
doesn't eat
because of
stuffing
onions?
because of the onions.
Exactly.
That's so
Oh,
sad.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
we were
I
with
don't eat stuffing because of the meat. So
That's true.
yeah.
Not all of the
I mean,
stuffing
so,
is meat, though.
the stuffing's not really supposed to have meat, but a lot of them do.
Yeah, that's
you never
true.
know. That
But on the
stuffing
other
is a
hand,
fucking free for all for anything.
like on the other hand,
exactly.
yeah, it should doesn't be.
Yeah.
But you know what? If it doesn't have fucking onion, I don't want to eat it. You know what I mean? Meat or no meat.
Yeah,
Gotta have
that's
onion.
it.
There's got to be onion in there. You ain't making
No,
stuffing
I
right
don't
if you don't
like
have
it.
onion.
I want a turkey that's completely made out of onion.
Oh boy.
An onion turkey, the fabled onion turkey.
Why?
Onion all the ways. There's so many ways you can do it.
Oh yeah, the
Kind of an
legs are
onion
made out of
tofurkey.
onion.
Yeah.
Onion toe
Yeah.
onion.
Yeah, I like it.
You have
I
like
like it.
onion
Yeah.
feathers on there. You have to pluck out first.
Yeah, that's
At
right.
the center,
that's right.
at the center is a heart-sized caramelized onion bits fused together and with a little bit of egg, deep fried. There's
A
the
little
heart
egg,
of
yeah,
it.
maybe a little mushroom.
You are making my mouth water. Is it
Maybe
Thanksgiving yet?
oh yeah, how about some whitefish? Fuck it.
What does he have against
Oh,
whitefish? What does he have against whitefish? I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Thumbs down for our listeners.
Not a fan of whitefish.
Not a fan of white
Sorry.
fish. Every other color fish is fine.
Don't.
Yeah, he likes pink fish.
Yeah, pink fish.
Blue fish.
Monkfish,
Two
he's
fish.
not a monkfish.
Any pink fish.
If you said that this is, if you said this is like monkfish, and you gave him whitefish, he'd probably happily eat it, right? Because he doesn't. I don't think he can tell the difference. I don't think he's got such a discerning palate that he knows a whitefish from other fish. I doubt it.
Yeah. Also, isn't whitefish like the most fucking plain, boring fish
Yeah.
ever? Like, isn't that the one that you would like if you ate fish at all?
Are you suggesting a fish blindfold tasting
Yeah, it's
contest?
exactly. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I think that's very,
Onion stuff.
very likely. Yeah, onion stuff. Of course. Yeah.
We're gonna test you on different types of onion. Like, you can tell the difference in different types of onion. Vidalia versus yellow. We're gonna test you on that. We're gonna see if you can tell the difference when you eat onion rings. You're gonna have to eat at least 3 onion rings to be able to have a fair test.
It's too kind, really.
We're gonna record the whole thing for a future podcast. Do it for the pod.
So wait. So how many people are coming? Or where are you? Wait, what are you doing for
Yeah,
Thanksgiving?
you never said what you were doing. He keeps evading the question. He does this all the time. He evades questions. He's so good at it.
Likely excuse.
All he said was they were acquaintancing. They were gonna go acquaintancing across the city or something. That's all that he said.
Acquainting. I only used 3 words. Acquainting was 1.
What are your Thanksgiving plans?
They're going to go to the parade
Okay.
Oh,
in the morning.
nice.
You're not going, or 912 is going, or isn't?
Yeah, I'm not. 9112 is going.
You're not.
I will not be going. I will
You
not
don't-
be going.
You're not a
Seems like
fan
a
of
lot.
parades. You're not a
It's,
fan of parades.
It's. I mean, I who doesn't like a good parade? I mean, name a person. Everyone likes a good parade.
You saying it's a bad
Is
parade?
this going to be a good parade? I don't think it's going to be a great parade.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan
Yeah.
of parades, I gotta say.
It's very crowded.
Yeah.
Well, is the
weather's gonna
Halloween
be shitty.
is the Halloween parade better or worse? The Halloween parade.
It's much better.
Okay. Okay.
You can walk.
What about St.
That-
Patrick's
that-
Day? St. Patrick's Day parade.
I don't recall being. However, I think the Thanksgiving one is the worst.
What about the
There's
Puerto Rican Day parade? I think we inadvertently
that's like-
we were in that one once inadvertently.
America.
Yeah. What are we? Are we saying some of the favorite parades? The Puerto Rican Day Parade.
But you're talking about like the fucking parade of the country that you're not gonna go to.
Right, but
I
it's
understand.
very commercialized.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very
Parade
commercialized,
possible.
though. It's very commercialized and shit. Yeah.
What's the weather gonna be like up there?
I think it's supposed to rain.
Yeah, it's supposed
that
to rain.
shit,
Maybe
yeah,
here,
that
too.
Sucks.
Mm.
And then
There's
it
a
gets
reason
super
why
fucking cold.
rain
Is it
on
about
your
to get
parade
Yeah.
subarctic there?
is a thing.
Raining on your parade.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving edition of Circuit
Yeah,
Breakers,
Thanksgiving.
a Circuit Keepers podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah, I'm Case. I'm
admittedly,
Case. Let's introduce our host. I mean, no one even knows who we are. I'm Case. My motto is, that'll teach me.
Oh, is this the end of the pod? Okay, so you
No,
guys
no, just introduce yourselves. You're introducing yourselves.
We haven't played a molecule. We haven't played the game yet. And if you don't have one prepared,
Right.
But
Hey,
I'm gonna
there's
be
always
sitting on
D&D.
your shoulder.
It's always Dungeons and Dragons. You can play Dungeons
I'm
and
gonna be a
Dragons.
parrot shitting on your shoulder.
Okay. A little bit of scat play. All
That's what
right.
you're
I
saying.
like this.
I'm gonna be a parrot shitting on your shoulder.
And you're gonna like it.
Right.
And you're gonna like it, you
And
pervert.
you're gonna like it. You don't even recall our characters, do you?
You know what? I just realized he still has not told us what he's doing for Thanksgiving. He still
I
has
was about
not
to say,
told us.
he is evading the question still. He's like, well, there's a parade.
There is a parade, all right?
That's the
And
morning.
it's gonna rain
What are
on
you
that
guys doing
parade,
for
but they're gonna be
Thanksgiving? Typically
going
on
away.
Thanksgiving, there's a dinner.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving dinner? We don't care what we do
There
in the
will
morning.
be a dinner. We will be going out. We will be going out.
So you're eating out.
That
That's
is
the
that is
answer.
correct.
And is it or is it not the Brazilian steakhouse?
It in fact is the Brazilian steakhouse.
I guess that.
Oh my god, he had it right.
They do serve turkey. It's the one day of the year they serve turkey.
They have a whole turkey. You can just eat
Yeah.
turkey if you want.
But why would you? It's a Brazilian
Somebody wants
steakhouse.
just turkey.
Is it a like you order a dish, or is it like a
No,
buffet
they just keep
or
coming.
something?
They keep coming around with the meat. As long as your thing is green, they come around with the meat and they cut it right on your
Oh.
table. Unlimited.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a place where you have to cook it yourself?
No. It's just unlimited steak. They come as long as your thing is
They
green.
do it.
They'll
Not
come
the
around with cooked
Brazilians.
steak. That's a Korean steakhouse.
Is this like $100 a plate?
Yeah, it is.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, at least.
more, probably more.
I
now.
think it's a little less. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
You get drinks now.
It's
Do you get drinks?
yeah, you get drinks.
Well, that's gonna be a lot more than
Yeah.
Good.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be like
901 CPO, dude. It's all right.
Yeah.
yeah, she's got this.
The side dishes are so great at those places because they want you to eat that instead of the steak. The side dishes are so good. It's
Yeah.
like always so good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't want to eat
and,
it. You don't eat too much of it because you're paying for the steak.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Or
good.
just like what are the potatoes up there? Filling you up.
I know, but they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone a couple times.
And
I
then
like that a lot.
there'll be dessert there too.
Yeah, that's true. Pumpkin
How
pie,
many
probably.
people total?
Yeah. How many people total?
Yeah.
Including 911 too?
Yes,
And
including
yourself.
everybody. All of the people eating at this Brazilian steakhouse.
including the youngest person that's coming as well.
Including
No.
the youngest human being. that's coming.
All right.
Excluding the youngest and the oldest.
With all
But actually go ahead and exclude the oldest person.
the hold on.
Carry the one.
Carry the one. Yeah, doing it
Put
down,
it
carry
down.
the one.
Put it down. Carry the one.
This is Molecule. Molecule, you
Four
want to say
people.
something? Molecule, say hello. Molecule.
5 people. We don't actually count the oldest, though. So 4. You're
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, oldest was not counted. You're correct.
I hope you're not the oldest. It's gonna be sad.
It's a good question.
Do you expect Fiddler to know the age of
Mike, you
acquaintances?
correct.
You expect to know the age of acquaintances? Come on. Think about
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you didn't even know.
it.
I don't
You
know
even took
either.
away one person. Somebody's got to be the oldest.
Just took away the oldest. That was it. That was all.
Well, what is the final answer? I'm going to guess 7. 7.
No, wait, it's 5. He said 4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Anyway,
Who's
is
the
your
third
guess-
wheel there? Who's
Sure.
the fifth wheel?
Is your guess 7? Who's the third wheel?
Is it like 3 triplets and they're all the
Yeah, after all that minusing, like 2 people are the same age, so you're going to get rid of both of them. Yeah, I think there's actually 7 people, and you were fucking
I
around.
think
to get rid of
Fiddler's
the
that
youngest
bad
two.
at math. As soon as
Yeah.
he buried the 1, he lost like 4 people.
Exactly.
Yeah. You are right. They are the 3 people coming are triplets.
Is this a couple? Is this another couple, or are they coming from different areas converging on New York City to go to the parade?
Good question. Very good. Oh, very good question.
You will not get an answer if it's a good question.
I mean, it's not really giving out that much information. I'm not asking for their mailing address. I'm just, are they together? I know it's asking a lot for you to know this information about your acquaintances, but I thought maybe you'd know.
I guess you could say there's 3 adults.
Is this the way to tell us that Fiddler's carrying?
I want to believe. I want to believe that it's a polyamorous relationship. It's multiple lovers, and
What is their what definition do you need their personhood?
anyway, let's get on to the game. What game do we have? We always have Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Fiddler!
Yeah. Molecule, really? You hadn't host a game.
You know, you were so excited to play the game. You didn't want me to shit on your shoulder. I'm gonna let you go first.
Too kind, Molecule, really.
Yeah.
I realize it's the Monday before Thursday. Is Thanksgiving.
And as you tried to complete that sentence, we lost a listener. Good job. We were hanging on to 3, and now it's 2.
Perhaps they'll be on for the 8 o'clock podcast.
Maybe they will be.
Yeah.
I am also one of the listeners, so it's really just fun.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Technically,
Who's listening? Who are you?
Kind of normal.
technically, I'm listening.
Why are you listening? You have not gotten our permission to listen.
You certainly have it. And Case Study still hasn't updated the picture. There's still a goddamn fucking hurricane on there. The podcast is going to shit.
I mean, the hurricane's
Is that a
gonna go away
hurricane?
I mean, you know what? Solid point.
It's a warning sign.
We're not quite on the
warning
hurricane
sign.
season yet, by the way. We still
I mean,
got
it will have to
hurricane
hold
season,
true.
Anyway, so does someone have a game? I don't want to play D&D either. I hope someone has a game.
Yeah, I have a game.
All right. So you're just
Excellent.
putting it together right now?
No. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you've had this. I'm sure you've had this ready for weeks.
Okay. We're doing a rapid
Yeah,
answer
weeks.
the question game.
Uh.
And it's called Hot Take Roulette.
Okay.
Ah.
That takes
Still
a
no.
lot.
And how to play, I am going to, metaphorically, of course, a randomizer to pick a list of topics.
By the way, that was
And,
912's
we're gonna
nickname
do a
in
rapid
college.
fire.
912's nickname in college was hot. What was it? Hot run roulette. What was it?
Wow. Really good delivery.
That didn't sound very sincere.
He's saving his voice for the 8 o'clock.
Now I save it for the pod. Save it.
Yeah, I'm so smart. You want to say it.
2 hot takers each get 30 seconds to deliver their take
All
on
right.
the topic.
I'm ready.
They have to defend their opinion, no matter how absurd.
Okay, I'm ready.
But both give their take, the host throws a twist or a rebuttal, like, what if it were underwater? And you have to
Okay.
defend the opposite position.
Okay.
And then there'll be judgment. Okay?
All right. Nice.
All
I
right.
like this. Who's going first?
The end game is whoever has the most points at the end is declared the hot takes champion.
Like any.
Okay.
Pretty much.
We're starting with random choice of who's going first. Cakes, it's you. A
Nice.
soup, a meal, or a side? Go.
It's a meal, obviously. You can make it really thick. There's a lot of stuff you can put in there. You could put, like, meat in there. Some of it has meat. You can do, like, a bunch of different pastas. You could thicken it up to the point where it's, like, basically you wouldn't need nothing but the soup. Of course, you can make a very watery soup, too, obviously, but the primary purpose of soup is to be an entire meal. It's like a stew. A stew is basically soup, if you think about it. That, I rest my case.
And you're out of time. Fiddler, I need a rebuttal.
Thank you. I'd love to. Could you repeat the question?
Is soup a meal or a side?
Oh.
I've chosen that it's a
Soup?
meal. I've said that it's a meal, so you need to rebuttal.
I
You
mean,
have to
soup is clearly a side
Why?
That's it.
because I mean, if you really want to have a good meal, you have to open your palate. You have to start with a soup. If your entree is the soup, then your palate just starts to open up. And then what do you eat? Dessert?
Okay.
Open it up.
That's a pretty
Have
good
the entree.
argument. It's a pretty good argument.
You still have a little bit of time.
Well, you were too kind, Molecule. Thanks for hosting the game.
I also want to thank Molecule for hosting the game.
And you're out of time.
What's your rebuttal?
The hot take winner of
You're supposed to give us.
the
You're supposed
judgment?
to. You're supposed to give us a twist. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the twist.
It's a twist. What about the twist?
The twist is, okay then, case study, is cereal, should it be classified as a soup?
Yes, it's definitely a soup. Of course it's a soup. And by the way, all you need is one thing of cereal. It's a cold soup. It's a gazpacho. It's a gazpacho. Just like gazpacho. And it's easier to make because people are idiots. But, if I was grinding that corn down and I was hustling those marshes and making them into mellows and making them in the shape of hearts or whatever, you'd be eating the shit out of that. You'd be thinking it was fucking brand new. The end.
Okay, you're out of time. Fiddler, rebuttal.
Oh, God. Thank you. Can you repeat that one more time?
Okay then.
You guys should have all this time to think about it.
That you should have known. It's cereal. Cereal is it a side?
Cereal, is it a side?
You got to take
Yeah,
You have to
it's
say
like
it's a
soup.
side
You
now.
said
You have
soup
to say
was
it's
a
a
side.
side. Yeah.
Yeah,
I said
cereal
that
is a side.
Okay, what's the main dish
Yeah.
for breakfast then when you're
Why?
eating cereal?
Why? Because whenever you want to prepare yourself to eat something good, you eat some cereal first, then you eat something good. Yeah, it opens up the mouth. It's like, oh, guess what? This isn't great. And then you're gonna have yourself a good meal. It's a side before you eat the meal.
I admire her for sticking to
Verdict
that.
is in.
I admire her for sticking to that.
You don't get her any more rebuttals.
That's it. Yeah, that is it.
Okay, so you were actually up 5 points, but Fiddler took the rebuttal, so that he got 3 points. So the aggregate score now is Case Study is up 2.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how.
All right, Fiddler, you are the one that goes up first for our second topic. And you have to create a conspiracy theory about koalas.
Oh, koala bears? Those sneaky little fucks?
Are they even bears? Go
I mean,
ahead.
they are bears, and they have their own language.
Go on.
I mean, that definitely starts a whole conspiracy. For sure.
It's possible I might have slipped out of the topic mode. Hell, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the work. The work.
Oh my god, what if your brother's our only other listener? So now we can make fun of this podcast. Talk about the work.
Actually, you know, there's only one person on now, I think.
No, there's 3.
3.
Anyway, let's go on with the game.
I
Let's go.
must
There's
be on
nothing
the
the
wrong
listeners
site.
love more than people talking about how many listeners there are. Let's move on to. Let's continue with the game.
Okay,
Say
you
it again
lost
for
that
Fiddler.
round.
Wait, I don't even know what my rebuttal's
do
supposed
it.
to be. What is my rebuttal supposed to be? All right, I'm ready. Go. I'm ready.
You're
Here's my
supposed to-
rebuttal. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Let's hear this rebuttal.
Koalas are our enemy. You know who else has a different language? Mexico. Are they our enemy too? Huh? You know who thinks that way? Communists. And racists. And the woke people. I don't know. Yeah, we love koala bears. Stop it with that shit. The end.
I'm gonna give it to Fiddler.
What?
Yeah.
Fiddler gets 5
course.
points, so the aggregate is now Fiddler's up 3.
Of course, SJW. Do they still use that?
Watch
Case
out.
study, your next topic is defend why bubble wrap should be illegal.
Listen, Matt, have you ever seen one sitting up in the room, jonesing for a goddamn bubble? You bring them a fucking bubble, and then they sit there and they pop it, and then they ask for more, and you gotta give them one by one, otherwise they just pop the whole thing at once. Have you ever seen that? It happens. I've seen it. 9112 in college was a bubble addict. She would just pop those bubbles, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. I'm sorry you had to hear about it this way. I'm sorry, but it's better to get this out in the open. And yeah, if you value people and their addictions, let's get rid of bubble wrap. No more bubble wrap. Let's make a bubble wrap that is
And
impossible to burst
out
with
of
your
time,
fingers.
Case study. It
won't be called bubble
You're
wrap.
out of time. Rebuttal on Fiddler.
Bubble wrap
Bubble.
is something that I keep in the house
Yeah, exactly.
all the time. Yeah. It's good. When I get things sent, it keeps them safe. And when it's in the apartment, it keeps me safe. And anyone else.
How often do you have to
You're out of
replace
time,
those bubble wraps?
You're out of time. The twist is that now you've discovered that your wonderful wife 9112 has OD'd on bubble wrap. Have you
Still
changed
want
your
it in the
opinion?
house? You still want it in the house?
How can you defend its legality?
Yeah. Am I defending for the legality of bubble wrap?
No, you could also argue that it still should be
Somebody
illegal. I don't know.
I'm glad you're not a lawyer, Fiddler.
Might as
Thank
well
you.
be. HR is the lawyer of corporate America. They're basically lawyers to HR.
Okay, the verdict is in. Case study has won this round,
Damn it.
Yeah.
so he is back up to +2.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is the final round.
All right. the game segment.
Okay, we're
down
leading
ahead.
with Fiddler on this one. Okay, Fiddler, convince the others why forks are a tool of oppression.
Tool of oppression.
Yes.
Or not. You can take whatever one, Kenny.
Yeah.
Can you take either one? I can't.
You can take either one.
Yeah.
It's a final round. All rules are off.
No, I thought it was you could choose. Right? No. Oh, whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever. Fiddler, you pick. Yeah.
Why
forks is
forks?
oppression or not?
Why
Fiddler,
forks?
you've eaten through 10 seconds of your 30 seconds.
That's exactly what I intended to do.
I'll tell you this. Why forks? Hey. How about the spoons? What about the knives? What about the whisk? They're just worried about the forks?
The whisk.
It's everywhere in the kitchen.
We are officially down to one listener.
I have a rebuttal.
Listen, maybe.
All right, good, because Fiddler's out of time. Case study.
You know one thing you didn't mention? Chopsticks. Yeah. And chopstick is yeah, it's a lot harder to kill someone with chopsticks than it is with a fork. You can make chopsticks out of just wood. A fork, you have to fucking put it. You have to like get metal in a mold and like pour hot molten metal into this mold. You get a chopstick. You can just cut through. Like I made chopsticks in the woods out of like 2 branches. You don't need to get molten and shit. Chopsticks are better than forks. Forks are a tool of oppression. Forks represent the elite. You can't just go in the woods and make a fork. You can't. You need industry. You need people digging in mines, getting metal to make into forks. Oppression. That screams oppression. Slaves probably made most of our forks.
You've been out of time for a long time.
Everything I said was true.
I'm gonna have to give that the case study. You are officially the winner.
Yeah, I wonder how many circuit coins did I win? The circuit coins are a new cryptocurrency.
He won 7 circuit coins.
Yeah, I'm up to like 12 or something.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
That's
hope
our
you
new
like the game of hot
cryptocurrency.
takes.
It was great. I was saying that because I won.
Yeah, good. It was a good holiday version of a game.
I had that one planned for weeks.
I didn't have a game. I didn't have a game screen, so I took the Bahamas trip and I replaced the word trip with the word games, and that's what we have now for the.
Oh, good job! Wow, well done.
It's the segment which you never talked about where you almost got eaten by a shark. We never actually told that story on the pod. Just saying, we never did.
We have told that story. If you check the records, you will hear all about it.
We talked about it. It was coming up, and we never actually told the whole story. Just saying. I'm just saying.
We did talk about it. I promise you, check the record. You're just way too much of a fucking stoner.
That story came up a couple days ago. It has a lot of life. It has a lot of life. It came up a couple days ago. We were hanging out with 2 people that you met. I forget their code names on the podcast. I forget what their code names are. We had code names for them.
The code names are Kathy and John.
I remember meeting people with those code names.
I have to edit all that out, but yeah, that was the names, and I mean, it sounds like fake names.
I'll do the editing. Don't worry about it.
You already an editor. I wouldn't trust you with editing anything.
That's so kind of you, Fiddler.
Yes. Happy to do it.
I imagine it would get much worse. And that came up. Because we hadn't seen them since then.
You know, and I had to take a deep breath when I knew I had to tell the whole story over again. But luckily, alcohol was involved, and I pulled through. Thank you, alcohol.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And we played. We
What
played
is
Taboo.
what was everyone drinking?
Oh, we were drinking like beers, like wine, like weird wine cooler things. I pregame.
Actually, what I'm drinking right now. We bought because we were trying to drink something other than bourbon because we were trying to kind of lay low, and so we drank Mike's Hard, and then we got a variety pack. So this one's strawberry.
Oh, nice.
Now that there's no listeners, the pressure's off.
Yeah, good.
Was
I
there
was feeling it too.
Really?
Yeah.
And
That's it.
lime, lemon, and black cherry. I want to say were the choices.
Yeah, I
and
think
we
it
had
was
this
black
other cider,
Oh.
and I don't know
That's
what they were drinking. To be honest,
cherry.
Yeah.
I think they were drinking bourbon, weren't they? I think they were drinking bourbon.
they had like cups of shit. They're drinkers.
Oh, I see.
That's why we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they were drinking
We're
pretty
good
good.
party
They
couples.
were drinking pretty good.
I
there,
see.
Yeah.
I see.
That was fun. Yeah, it was fun. We
I
played
see. Oh,
Taboo.
that's nice.
Have you ever played Taboo, Fiddler? I recommend it for you and your acquaintances.
It's one of the most fun games. honestly.
It is a minefield.
Yeah,
Though. It's a minefield, for certain topics. You gotta get the adult
Well,
edition.
we were also
yeah.
we're playing uncensored.
Yeah, you gotta get the
Taboo. So it's,
uncensored edition.
The adult version.
Yeah. You gotta get that. That was fun. But it is a minefield. You might reveal stuff.
I see.
Like we're playing with this one
Who
couple.
knows what
not,
can happen?
Not this weekend, but this one couple we were playing with. She was like, "You want this all the time," and he's like, "Anal." But it wasn't the
And she
answer.
got
It
so
wasn't the answer.
upset. It was great. If she had just played it cool, it would have been
Yeah.
good, but she
Nice. It didn't go well.
Yeah.
didn't go well. And everybody else had gone to bed besides me and Kay, so it was just like the four of us, It was
Oh,
like this
nice.
couple that we don't really know. And
But
then
we
we're, like,
laughed a
late
lot.
at night.
Everyone said
there
that
was-
they
and there
were
was a
kept
lot
up
of
by our laughter.
drinking.
It was a lot of drinking. It was
Yeah.
couples therapy. It was
It
like,
really
oh my
was.
god.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So nice.
Crazy.
I'm glad that you two got the opportunity to experience that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was something else for sure. That was the most like epic game I've ever played. Like that. There was another one where they were like hashing shit out in front of us, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh my
that
god,
was funny.
this is
And
intense.
who won that? Who won that game? When it was revealed
I think we
she was
did because
anal?
I think we did because we let them
I think
let
we
go.
did
We
too.
let them play a lot longer anyway, just because it was so much.
They
fun.
ran out of time.
Yeah, they were
That's
like,
true.
they were
You
doing
know,
that.
it was because I was trying to give them every benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
know
you
they
really
must have
were.
been winning because I was like trying to let them get points.
Yeah.
Part of the rules that extra time is given if you're arguing.
I mean,
Yeah,
no,
I
but
bet
we just let it
actually
go.
It probably
you
was
know?
extra time. To be honest.
like, right whenever the minute's up, they're in the middle of an argument. You're like,
Yeah, exactly.
time's up.
Yeah.